If you've ever struggled with your return of serve, you're going to love this video because in today's lesson, we're going to show you Milos Raonic's forehand return. I'm going to give you the tips and tricks that are going to help you improve your forehand return. Hi, my name is Jeff Salzenstein. I'm the founder of Tennis Evolution, one of the leading online tennis instruction websites in the world, passionate about helping players everywhere get better. And the return of serve is the one shot that is often overlooked. I want you to follow the tips that I give you today and really focus on adding it to your game, adding it to the way that you approach the return of serve. So let's get into it right now. All right, so I'm going to give you a 3-step formula today. And I'm also going to give you some bonus tips as well. So bonus tip number 1, before we get into the 3 steps, is notice the positioning. Notice how deep in the court Raonic is standing. Now, I don't advise you stand this deep in the court to return, but what this shows you is that you can actually adjust where you stand more than maybe you think you can. Conventional wisdom has you standing close to the baseline to return serve, but if you're rushed, if you're feeling late, you're not seeing the ball very well, you can always back up a step or 2. Now let's get into the actual 3 steps here that I want to break down for you. The first move, I really like this off arm pulling across the body with bringing that shoulder turn, and I like the nice compact backswing with the racket tip up. Now, if this serve was coming 130 miles an hour, and Raonic was standing on the baseline, he'd have to take this racket down lower. He couldn't have the racket tip this high. But because he's deeper in the court, he can take a fuller backswing with the racket tip up. It's still a compact backswing though. I really like that swing, but I really want you to notice the offhand pulling across the body. It's not completely straight, but it's certainly pulled across the body enough to create this shoulder turn that helps with the forehand return of serve. The next thing I want you to notice is with the feet. Notice how he loads the outside leg, and as he's swinging, he's transferring the weight to the front foot. So contact is made before he gets to the front foot. Some players actually step in first and then make contact. But what I like here is that, again, he's transferring the weight from the back foot to the front foot, and as he makes contact, he still hasn't landed on the front foot. And when he lands on the front foot, notice how he releases all the weight on the back foot. So with players that return serve, a lot of times I'll see them step in too early, or once they have transferred their weight, they'll still keep more weight on their back foot, and they don't get all of the transfer of energy from the back leg to the front leg. The next thing I want you to notice is that when he makes contact, after contact, this is the 3rd concept, look how high his finish is. Most players don't finish this high. They come down in this area, and that makes it difficult for them to get the extension they need, and it makes it hard to get the depth. So I really want you to focus on finishing higher on your forehand return. Look at where the hand is. You can't even see his eyes. His hand is above his eyes. And so that high finish technically over the shoulder is a great tip to focus on the forehand return. One little bonus tip that I want to give you is that look at his head. At the very end, the chin is on his dominant shoulder. He's not really looking up. I mean, you can see he's looking to where the ball goes, but he's not moving his head and he's not over-rotating. This is a common mistake that a lot of players make. Now, I'm going to show you the next return that he's going to hit here. I want to show you something a little different here. So we talked about those tips. We talked about the bonus tip of the positioning being deeper in the court. And then we talk about this first move. That's consistent. We talk about loading the back leg and transferring the weight to the front leg. But here's where things change on this one. Notice what the hand does right here. See how it turns over? He decides to turn his hand over there because when he's stretched out, he needs to accelerate the hand a little bit and get a little bit more spin, get a little bit more acceleration. So that's more of what I call a hand turn forehand finish. And it's a shorter finish actually, where he really accelerates, pops the racket head through and stops. That's very different than the previous swing where it's a little more controlled. He's not really turning the hand. He turns it there, but he finishes higher. So just keep in mind that you can have variances in how you turn the hand, how you finish, depending on what you need to do. And you're going to learn that the more you get on the court and you work on it. First things first, make sure you finish high on your forehand follow through on your return, especially if you're standing deeper. And then if you need a little bit of acceleration, if you need a little bit more spin, then you can turn that hand over earlier like he does in this second example right here. All right. I hope you enjoyed this video today. I loved making it for you. If you can improve your serve, if you can improve your return of serve, you're going to be a huge threat against your opponents. People overlook the return of serve. I don't want you to. Now make sure you give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment or question below. We love making this content for you. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel and you turn on your notifications and share this video with others. Got a free gift for you today. Make sure that you download our free app. You can click the link in the description below or somewhere in this video, because inside the app, I'm giving a free instructional course. You're going to absolutely love it. Lessons on the serve, footwork, forehand, singles and doubles strategy. Lots of great info, premium content to help you get to the next level. We'll see you at the next lesson.